Hey, happy Sunday morning, y'all. It's Sunday, May 2nd, 2021. Man, there's so much I could get into. Yesterday, I celebrated my 4th death anniversary by taking a cold, hard look at myself in the mirror and realized that I have to do more to get off my ass and if I want to stay healthy through whatever the fuck this insanity is that we're involved in right now. Although you can't hear it now, you might be able to find it on my YouTube channel, if that indeed is what you're listening to now anyway. Although I don't know if I actually posted that video there. I've always brought into question over the past year plus the freaking pink elephant that's in the room that nobody wants to talk about, and that's the fact that for some reason those in power keep pushing big pharma as the answer instead of focusing it on society and the people, individuals being responsible. See, maybe that's the problem we've got now. Everybody wants to blame everybody else for bullshit. I can't get ahead, so it must be you that's holding me down because of the color of my skin, because it couldn't be because I'm a lazy piece of shit. And it doesn't matter what color you are. If you're fucking blaming somebody else for holding you back in America, it's not their fault because you have enough alternative choices. You don't have to stay where you are. Trust me. There are ways if you're willing to find them, if you're willing to figure them out, to get beyond whatever might be holding your ass back from anything. See, most of the people that are saying that shit are doing one of two things. They're either covering up for somebody else's bullshit, or maybe even their own shit. Or number two, they're too lazy to do anything that would actually change the system on their own, change their situation. Especially now, I mean, pretty much the government has given people an excuse. If they get the sniffles, they call in sick for work, claiming that it might be Rona. I mean, the world is going nuts. I said that from the start that at some point, fear was going to become a virtue, and that's what it is. That's part of the reason why I flipped the switch and kind of lost it. And what I'm going to show you in about 2 seconds is the end result of my home dye job using the splat that will eventually find its way into the cover art of my book, Poetry, Prose, and Perspective by the Family Dog. Because see, I believe that a 59-year-old U.S. Army veteran, looking the way I currently look, is about as ridiculous and in a metaphorical way, to the current situation with all this fucking fear. And I mean, come on. Multiple major universities could not find a single out of 1,500 claimingly confirmed samples of corona. They could not find a single corona identifiable sample. Not one. They were all either influenza A or B. So our current situation kind of resembles what I'm about to show you. I just hope you're sitting down and you're prepared, because it's kind of a scary thing. I look at it in the mirror now and it's kind of scaring me. Just kidding. But it is kind of funny. Are you ready for this? And I'm wearing by the way, I am wearing my official volunteer, I guess, utility shirt. So here you go. Are you ready? Like I said, just about as ridiculous. Nobody wants to think for themselves. I've learned while I was still employed, and it was one of the funniest things I had ever heard, because I've been accused, after making sexist style jokes in my youth, when I was working for an insurance company. I didn't even realize it was a sexist joke at the time, but it's all about fucking perception, so you got to be really careful. But now, I learned while I was still employed that the new thing, the biggest thing now for young men to be terminated from their positions for, is the complaint of sexual harassment by women, saying that the men said, and I quote, "Come on, baby, drop your mask for me." We're not even talking about a serious body part. And by the way, if you've ever seen the reverse raccoon face of people that wear masks outside on the regular, it's terrifying. It makes Tammy Lynn Baker, I think that was her name, or Tammy Faye Baker, it makes her look attractive. That's how fucking scary the reverse raccoon thing is. But I digress. So yeah, yesterday I was just dealing with the fact that I've been alive for the past 4 years since having a massive cardiac event, as the hospital put it, because they were afraid to actually say heart attack. And I had time to reflect. And I realized that my lack of being able to find employment currently, especially up here, because apparently, and I'm pretty sure this has got to be the case, I think I've been blackballed up here. I've applied to so many freaking jobs, and I'm talking all kinds, just to kind of cover my ass. But haven't heard back from squat. And I'm guessing they make that first phone call and that's it. Most recent, gotta call them. So, I'm doing my best to make at least an attempt to prove to God that I was worth creating. It's a tough process. It also reminds me that Q had 3 things to say concerning this. Trust the plan. Nothing can stop what's coming. And nobody escapes. Nobody. Trust or have faith in the plan was a very common thing. In writing, I find myself having to do things, having to hold off sometimes. But you don't, I can't write until it's time to write. And I know that sounds insane to some people, because I get this, well, hey man, if it's inside of you, you ought to be able to just put it down on paper, blah, 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 blah. But that doesn't work like that. Timing's everything. I have to be in the right mood, or if I try to force it out, it's going to come out wrong. And what the members of Q are dealing with is humanity that has basically been lulled to sleep on many levels through digitation of data, through the mass onslaught, through short attention spans. Basically a massive psyop that we're living in right now. And they're not even willing to do any research on this mystery fluid that's being jabbed into their arms, and they're willing to do it. You know, as far as that being the mark of the beast, I don't know. I remember when it first came out. Right away they had a patent for it, for this new biotech gene therapy. I forgot what company holds it, but the patent application has the numbers 060606. Now, any Bible freaking Sunday school, any Bible reading Sunday schooler can tell you that the Bible, that was the big thing, the big number sequence that the Bible warned about. And it was supposed to be the mark of the beast. This chemical, luciferase, is contained within each and every single one of the freaking current jabs that's available. Every single one of them. Don't believe me? Look into it. Please, look into it. Use your fucking brain. Doubt me. Call me names, but look into it. And if I'm wrong, tell me. Because I've already done the research. This is legit. It's real. Who's ever in charge of this shit? Basically, what they're trying to do, I believe, in my opinion, is to provide fucking catalog numbers for each and every human being. Why? It's like we're being labeled. And I refuse it. This is my body that God, for whatever reason, decided to breathe life into. God provided me with rights. And those rights were interpreted by some pretty fucking smart guys that might have had a few problems. But they also had smart women in their lives. And those founders and their families, they helped to shape what became the United States of America. But every good idea gets corrupted. Ultimate power corrupts absolute power corrupts absolutely. But you gotta have faith. Have faith in God, have faith in yourself. Let your past behind, move forward. Do your best today to become the reason that God created you. Hey God, please comfort and guide all of Americans, all the people in the world, all the good patriots. Protect and guide Donald J. Trump, all the members of Q, the members of our military, law enforcement, especially Vets for Child Rescue. So united together with the good patriots of the world, we can put on the full armor of God, pick up our swords of light and truth, and in one sound, vengeful fucking voice, and defeat the dark forces of evil that continue to prey upon the children of the world like they were cattle once and for all. Amen. Hey, y'all, I'm running out of time. Have a good day. Don't let the gloom fool you. Shine your light into it, man. Bring truth to the world. God bless. Stay safe.